Welcome to the Malloga Falls hike in the Flinders Ranges National Park. Today's a very special day. It's the 28th of May, which means it's Rebecca's birthday. Can you believe it? And we're out in the great outdoors after a fairly long time inside. So this one's very, very exciting. Very different for us too, because it's only a day hike. So this is actually going to be a 9-hour return. And it follows, the starting section follows the same loop as the St. Mary's Peak loop around the back if you take that one. So it's going to be pretty much the same as the St. Mary's loop for the first half until we get to Cowinda Camp. And then there's a fork in the road. And we'll be taking the left, which goes out to Malloga Falls and Endowie Gorge. So we're pretty excited to see what it's like. The hike starts out with really well-marked trails, almost like a road actually. We got to one spot and it said, catch the Wilpena shuttle here. So there must be a bus that takes you like a little bit of the way. Pretty interesting. But if you look behind me here, you can see there's plenty of well-marked paths, bridges, over waterways, even stairs and handrails.
So far not much uphill, which is great. Just nice and straight, nice and flat.
Now, if you're like Rebecca and I, and you normally do multiple day hikes, having a public toilet on the trek is probably pretty unusual, and it is for us too, but we're taking advantage of it. So we're just here at Hills Homestead, and just behind this beautiful old stone building, there's public toilets along the trail, and it's 3.5 kilometers in. So far this trail is beautiful, easy, well marked. It's ticking all the boxes for like a fantastic day hike. It's a lot of Australian history here. About 1 kilometre or so from Hills Homestead, you'll notice the walk it's flat, it's beautiful, there's trees around. Today the sun is shining and that's even better. It's almost like a walk in the park. But I think more correctly you could say it's like a walk in the pound, because we're actually making our way through the floor of Wilpena Pound at the moment. You'll notice that all around you, when you get to this point, you're surrounded by these beautiful peaks. I don't know if you can see them behind me or not. But you have St. Mary's Peak over to the right, Rawson's Bluff way over to the left there. And to be honest, I didn't research the area enough to be able to tell you exactly what peaks are around us apart from those two, so I might let voiceover Simon take over from here and let you know.
There are 4 main peaks that encompass Wilpena Pound. They are St. Mary's Peak at 1,171 metres, Point Bonnie at 1,133 metres, Pompey's Pillar at 1,165 metres, and Rawnsley's Bluff at 950 metres. Back to you.
So all of those peaks you've got, and it's just a really beautiful walk, but I know that it's going to get steeper at some point. But for now, it's really beautiful.
And you know I'll walk 1,000,000 miles for you. You said summer will be over soon. Would you still like to hang around? When the clouds roll in and cover the moon, will we manage to stand the ground? Without you I'm an unleaf tree, cold, naked, lost in faith.
Now we've just stopped here for a bit of a bite to eat, a bit of a rest. But if you're on your way to Malloga Falls and you see this creek, it means you've come too far. You need to head back on the trail and take the left on the fork. One will lead you up to the summit of St. Mary's Peak, and one will lead you to Malloga Falls. So if you're on your way to Malloga Falls and you see this, head back and look for the fork.
I'll stay here for as long as I can, through the storms and through the calm. When you smile at me, I slowly began to realize that you are
Here we are, we made it to Endowie Gorge. Wasn't too much of a bad hike. There was a couple of things that we read saying that it's easy to get lost on the trail, but it was very well marked the whole way, so I guess props and shout out to Flinders Ranges National Park staff, because super easy, nice and clear. I don't think there was any chance of us getting lost on that trek at all, so that was good. But here we are in the gorge, it's really beautiful, and there's a little really faded sign that says that the falls and the pools are down this way. So we're gonna head down this gorge a little bit and see what we can find. Not a bad birthday, hey Beck?
It's gorgeous.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait. Wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we
Just a little way down the gorge, you get to this beautiful clearing behind me, and it's quite a sharp drop off. It's dry as anything out here at the moment, so we're not actually going to see the falls. Not really sure where they are. This could be them, they could be a little bit further behind me. But with sunlight dying in these winter days, they're a bit shorter. Beck and I are thinking it's a perfect time to just sit down and relax, maybe have a little bit of lunch, and then enjoy the gorge and head back. But it is a beautiful spot, and it's well worth the walk to get here.
We are dreamers of the shore. Now on this boat, and we all know where we belong. Just wait.
As soon as that sun goes away, it gets really frosty in this gorge. The jackets are back on, and after we'd finished our hot noodles and coffee, we decided that we needed to get out of here, so I think we might head back. Rebecca's just broken my tripod.
No, we're good.
Because it is the winter time, there's not as many daylight hours, so it's going to get darker a lot faster than normal, which means we may be walking some of the track back tonight with our headlamps on. And I think that's actually a pretty exciting opportunity, to be honest, so see how we go. Oh, obstacles.
It's creeping up under my skin. The fear of never seeing you ever again. It's creeping up.
About a half a kilometre out from the gorge on the way back, you just hit with such a beautiful view of, I guess, the pound, the surrounds of the Wilpena Pound itself, with all the peaks that were behind you on the way to the gorge and now in front of you as you enter down into the pound again. And as the sun is sinking lower and lower into the sky behind us, it's throwing such a beautiful golden light, and it just makes for such a beautiful view on the way back down. Just gotta watch your feet though, as you break an ankle. There's rocks everywhere.
And they sang a song and sang it loud, and I still remember parts of it, and the yellow glorious will it. Won't you be my guide and let me follow? Can I hold your hand for old time's sake? And all this time you waited for me. Little did we know, I guess it's fate. Now all is in our hands. All is in our hands.
Well, it's about 6:20 at night. Just pulled in and it was a really, really nice hike. Definitely well worth the, what was like 22-kilometer round trip. The gorge is really, really beautiful, and if you do come in the winter time, you'll get the perfect weather. It was 18 degrees today and sunny. So you had a good birthday?
Oh, it's been great.
There you go.
Best ever.
Smiles all around. All right, let's get back to camp.
I just realised that was filming.